I think whenever there's a crisis in this country, or like we're experiencing right now, a pandemic or anything that's going to affect the American populace in an extreme way, for some reason, no matter what that is, it always seems like black and brown people always end up getting the bad end of the stick. Like, it's worse for everybody, but the shit be real fucked up for us for whatever reason, right? Well, shit, the reason is systematic racism, but that's always the case, family. And I bring up that point because we're in a situation right now where everybody is forced to wear masks. In a lot of places you go to, you have to wear masks. A mask is covering your face. In a lot of instances, a mask covering anybody's face is covering your identity. Somebody can't see your face expression. It looks lightweight suspicious. Now that's for any person, any adult wearing a fucking mask. I think that's pretty much how you can view that situation right now, right? Well, a black man, a Illinois state representative, a politician from Illinois named Cam Buckner. He was a black man, right? So he's actually coming out of a store with his bags in his hand. The police officer stopped him and asked him for his ID. He gives him ID, gives him his ID, gives him his receipt, let him know what he was in the store for. Basically fucking with him, right? Not knowing that this is a high-ranking political official in the area that they're in. And the cop basically told him, "I'm sorry, bro, but you look like you was up to something." Now, ain't that some shit, right? What if he would have put out his gun and shot him? Or put out his gun and took him to jail? Or made it more serious than it had to be, right? So you mean we're the suspect when we ain't got no mask on and we just showing our black skin, walking down the street, jogging down the goddamn street, right? We're the suspect then, but we're also the goddamn suspect when we're in a pandemic or where we're in a situation where we're forced to wear a mask. Everybody is forced to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? So that's some real fucked up shit, man. That's just showing how the racialized incidents that we have to endure in this country are always going to be there, are always going to be prevalent. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that we need to understand as black folks in this country. And I bet that when most black folks reach a certain status, meaning you have spent years going to college, you have spent years doing what you feel you need to do to put yourself in a position to be the best person you can be. You're not living in the hood no more. You've escaped some of the ills of urban life to a degree. But these situations should always let everybody know that that's not the case, family. You black. You feel me? No matter how far you think you get away from the ills of our society or the ills of what comes with actually being a black man in this society, no, that's going to always be the case. You know what I'm saying? So, man, for the brother in Illinois, I don't know the temperament of this black man. He could be a revolutionary brother who's doing everything he can in Illinois to fight to fight everything that's going on with black folks in society. If so, brother, I'm sorry you had to go through that. You feel me? But if he was a coon, right? I mean, this is just me. This is me being real. If he was a brother who didn't necessarily see black people as being his people, then shit like this can be a wake up call for you. You feel me? You can go through shit like this, and it'll make you realize that you still black, regardless of how much money you amass, regardless of how much influence you amass. None of that really matters in a system of white supremacy, right? And some people in this country, some black people in this country, fail to realize that your economic standing really doesn't matter. Your economic standing really doesn't matter, family. At any time, you can be put in the same boat as any nigga in America. You feel me? Hence, why it's even more important for us to see each other as one, for us to see each other as a unit opposed to individuals. You feel me? And again, I don't know that that's the case of this brother, so I'm not going to put that on him. But we do have a lot of black people in America who put themselves in a good position financially, or put themselves in a good position socially, and then they kind of think they're removed from what could actually happen to them, or removed from what could happen to a black person who lives in a more urban situated area, right? But that's not the case.